or hashtag KT win for who you think is going to come out into this game. OG a bit warmed up, trying to clean the slate. KT just had a chance to watch that game, and the first time that OG has faltered, maybe they know why, maybe they can replicate it. We'll have to see. We're about to be on the Rift. A very big game here for Group D to show us who will be that front runner.
Possibility of tiebreakers is no more. Winner of this game will definitely be first place. They have both secured a spot in the quarterfinals, but also, if you're a second seed in the group, you have the possibility of having to face the undefeated SK Telecom.
But this early game here for Origen, they will very much like to have standard lanes. Getting Source into that one-on-one. He needs to be so careful, though.
So as going to have to blow a flash here over the wall. Do they follow? It's going to be Someday.
Oh, he did so late.
Misses.
In the mid lane.
It's amazing moves around, but it's going to be a fight.
Here we go, and on Someday, uses the Decimate. He's actually going to try to run a bit towards score. The teleport coming in from the top. That's mid, I'm sorry. Nagne is going to be hitting it. No mana there on him. He's trying to get the autos in. It will be Soaz going down, maybe. Apprehend's not going to be there. There's a slight bleed. He tries to dodge out in the zigzag. In the top laner, teleports as well for further plays. Half up already for Someday. They're going to know Soaz will be down for a while.
Trying to trap Soaz again. Still doesn't have flash.
This is exactly what they did to Peke when he blew his flash last game. Can't get in close enough, though. KT is really trying to put the hurt on her in that bot lane, but like you said, OG not ready for it. Now still trying to produce their own results here towards the top. 3v2 in this situation. Score very far off. Teleport down on both mid and top. Will they be able to get Arrow on this one? The Cocoon flashed out by Arrow. Nicely done there, and KT just kind of saunters out of that one.
So he wants to be able to trade back in a lot of those scenarios, and he's actually not worried about kill threat. Nagne snuck in thanks to the ward that Someday got while Amazing was counter jungling.
Oh. Call that the point of Origen. When you're standing right on the stun usually does not hit you. Cocoon missed there. Amazing goes down right to the top side. They are just obliterating this half of the map as now we see Soaz go down. And
it's also really important to try and get a pick elsewhere to force a teleport, then you can get those advantages. This is what they call the third teleport. Rek'Sai coming in for Soaz.
It's not a farm alarm, ladies and gentlemen. It's the kill alarm, and it is going to be Soaz 0, 3, and 0. Going to have to use that teleport to get back to lane.
Look here, the Origen trying to make a play on the bottom side. If they go for a kill, Darius can TP in then.
Don't know if he's close enough to it. The box goes out to slow Someday down. They're almost forced to go towards the turret a little bit first, and Origen gets completely caught out as soon as KT has the teleport advantage.
Any way possible.
Yeah. And how do you flank a team where everyone can teleport on the map, aside from the Jinx, who gets to shoot a Super Mega Death Rocket as well?
Oh, Peekaboo onto the turret. That's going to be amazing. The repel, nicely used to get himself to safety. It looked scary for a second, but it was okay for Origen. Peke, as they just made a move.
Origen needs to be careful. 5 members are going to show up.
That's a long run. They have so far to go down this lane, and right up the river is coming Someday and Nagne, a wall of death that OG is about to be running into. The Voidooz tries to slow them down, but it's not going to be enough. Soaz breaks off, takes the low road. Niels tries to stay on the high road, and neither are going to work on this one.
Unless Origen is staying grouped up, they are not allowed to be that far up on the map.
KT 2 teleports to the fight, and the other team then brings 4 teleports to the fight. In this case with Rek'Sai and Shen, you're always going to be outnumbered in the early game when it comes to taking that early advantage. So grouping is the only way for Origen to win. And they're trying to get Arrow again, but it's not going to work.
That is the worst feeling in the world as a Kennen player, just on the edge of slicing Maelstrom. The AD carry is able to avoid it with a summoner heal.
Out after you've gone for that kill.
Generally in the camp, it's better to lose fast than to lose slow, so Origen may be taking the first option.
Nagne a little too hard there going in.
This could be a turnaround.
Killed. What are they doing? KT way too ahead of themselves on this one. Score's going to get hit up. Mithy with hook in just a few seconds. 2-1. Does he make it happen? They're going to hold it. Try and just get the play in. He flash plays. Doesn't need to hook. They want to completely secure everything in this.
Your members to join in have a 5v3.
Well,
or you can get caught out.
I think the Black Cleaver is giving him the move speed, and that's a dead Soaz.
Great buy.
Have any type of safety when pushing up, because one of the... Woo! They might still go for it. He had to respect the flash from Score, which is why Neos flashed away early. And there's Someday.
Someday is walking around in wards right now, but they can't do much about it. Just leave this guy be right now.
Among the 3 guys. Peke is completely out of mana, and he has 2 guys coming.
And there's Shen. Goodbye.
So, Origen reaching a little bit for resources here. Possibly a finished item for Peke as what would have come
this pretty
from
well.
this.
That wasn't a stall,
on the
though.
top lane.
My God.
OG is going to go for the Baron. No, they peel off. It's going to be on Nagne now. The exhaust goes down early. That gives him time to kill Niels if he actually wants to dive back in. He gets hooked when he tries to go for the Lunar Rush. Nagne is definitely going to go down here. The teleports to the top side now as KT is trying to get into this area and make this fight there.
Right now, he is not recovering or playing well from behind right here. And it was an interesting move here by Origen. They thought they were going to force the Baron while Peke was getting caught, but Nagne just ended those dreams. They're teleporting in on a Lantern, too.
Little Lantern out. Soaz can't really get himself to the back line. Will a smite come in? Will a hit happen? Score does get the Baron. And
actually
now
a good call by Fnatic.
He's going to have to push himself out. Someday goes down. Double kill coming in for Niels. Can he get some living artillery in for sight and a catch?
Jumps in onto Peke, who has no defensive tools, no hourglass or anything. Mithy's trying to get Arrow here.
Is there anybody to give the Lantern to, though? Nobody can come in. Arrow gets immediately Peekaboo on his back, flashes forward for the taunt. Soaz goes down. And Mithy, I think they were trying to deter KT from taking it and weren't ready for a fight. And KT wanted a fight. Now inside the base of Origen. That's going to be another dunk down. The apprehend misses amazing. Someday almost living, but goes down to a cat.
Amazing
surprise. And that's going to be one last shot. It's the laser. Just burning out the heels of Arrow.
This is the proper use of double Aegis. You upgrade them both into the different items. So they still get the Locket Shield, they also get the split pushing, but they're forcing Baron. And this is actually finally KT grouped up. If Origen has a chance, it's right here.
Looking for Niels, he's staying on the backside. Nagne does hit his first Crescent Strike, but nobody is going to get the Lunar Rush to follow.
Prep his side lane when 5-manning the Baron. This entire game they've been running Origen around and never letting Origen have even numbers, but for that moment they gave them even numbers.
Good Lantern out. Great ultimate to get out of Peekaboo.
And they also lost Dragon Pressure. This is another thing Origen could be able to flank them. Soaz can flank it. Would be another 5v5.
Score.
Oh, they peel off. Niels is caught a bit.
Not able to do much. Everybody holding their breath on this one, seeing if the catch actually happens.
Bottom lane, so once again, Origen can move in and stop this Baron.
KT is still stronger, but this is the chance for Origen. They are all grouped up. You'd expect them to go.
It was given. Now all 5 members are going to be baroned up. They can play whatever lanes they want. Lantern is out, so everybody on the front line has to be very safe of their positioning. Soaz going to be seen coming around here. That is not where he wants to be. He's wanted the flank. Deficio, you said it was going to be near impossible, and that could be a pop-up. If Score gets in range, he cannot tunnel in. Flayed back by Mithy. Things do not look like they're going well. Ever so slowly, Origen keeps getting slowed. They finally lose 1 member, but Nagne also went down in that fight.
Peke got a solo kill off the screen here.
Multitude of globals to be able to close this out very quickly, but every once in a while they just keep dying when they're going to be making the power play. Nagne really overcommits for that when he doesn't land his Q, but he's now in home guard teleport position. Will he trigger it?
He's gonna have to.
He's so far back.
Going way far back here. Could go to the right, but it would deter KT right away.
There he is.
He still can't flash it. That's gonna be the ult on Arrow. The cleanse gets himself out very far. He's gonna be safe. Score is forced to flash. Nagne, Zanya's right in front, but the inhibitor turret's down. Can the team give him the attack that's necessary to win this fight? 3 members of OG fall immediately. Falter in the first week, but they patch things up. They get eyes on the prize. They figure out how to take down Origen from the get-go. 24-15. Niels trying to have one more thing to say about it, but it's all about Arrow. Eyes on the Nexus. You're not going to be able to stop that. And KT take first place in Group D.
The first game of the day versus Team Solomed. Fell behind versus LGD, couldn't come back. Fell behind to KT, couldn't come back either. They're just getting pushed so far down. They cannot use their own double teleport they were so good at using in the first week. That gets completely shut down because they fall so far behind early on. It's KT this time who can just split push all the way to the victory.
For better or for worse, I'd say it's a good thing you played your best and your worst in group stages. You know what to work on, you know where the flaws lie. These things can hopefully be patched up now.